The newest iPhone from Apple, the iPhone 4, just flunked. Consumer Reports magazine says it will not recommend the latest offering from Apple. Mike Geekus is senior electronics editor at Consumer Reports. He joins us now. Mike, thanks so much for coming on today. It flunked. Why?
Pleasure. It flunked because it has an antenna problem, and our engineers confirmed it right here, where the two antennas meet.
Can you hold that up a little so we can see that, please?
Sure.
Just
Can
a
you
little
see
higher.
it?
Yeah, that's fine.
At this point, apparently, in our labs, our engineers, if they found that if they touched this gap, the signal would drop enough to cause the phone to drop a call.
Mike, what's causing the problem? Is it the internal circuitry?
It must cause a short. We don't know. I mean, we didn't take the phone apart and out, but we do know that when you do this, either if you touch this gap, either with your finger or your palm, the signal is going to drop significantly. And we reproduce this with all three phones that we bought in 3 different areas in New York. So it wasn't just one phone. And
Mike, you know, Apple has said that this is potentially a software issue, but that doesn't necessarily match up with what you guys found, right?
No, there may be what they said was that the signal bars that people see on the phone may be an exaggeration, so people thinking they have 3 or 4 bars may actually have 1 or 0. That may be the case, but that doesn't explain the actual signal drop we were able to measure in the lab. I mean, this happens for real. If you touch the phone under controlled system, we measured about 20 decibels or something, and that's enough. Now, the reason why many people haven't found the problem, because that's why there's a controversy, is if you're in a strong signal area, you're not going to have the problem. In fact, I didn't have a problem with the iPhone. When we first got it, they gave me a unit to do a first look and all that, and my office happens to be in, I guess, a strong signal area. I actually tried. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
Yeah, I actually tried to get the iPhone to lose a call, and I couldn't. But I took it home a few miles away. And it happened, I wasn't even planning to do that. It happened by accident. So in our labs, they were able to reproduce the situation where this happened.
And Mike, we should mention that in your labs, these tests were conducted in a controlled environment, correct? Explain what that is.
It's a radio frequency chamber. It isolates the phone from any other radio waves, and we can simulate a base station from a carrier. In this case, AT&T, so that we just have AT&T in the phone, or the frequencies that AT&T uses. And when we did this, and we did touch the phone, we noticed that the signal drop. We had instruments to measure the sensitivity of the phone. Right. And as a control, we used other AT&T phones, including the previous model, the iPhone 3GS, and they didn't have this problem.
Mike, what does this say about AT&T's network?
Well, this could mean that they're not, with this fault, they're not fully to blame. A lot of people, AT&T in our ratings doesn't do very well, and there have been complaints over the years about AT&T's network performance and so forth, but this is something different. This is a problem with the phone's antenna that we've isolated.
Now, besides, I mean, if it weren't for this problem, you guys would have recommended the phone, right? I mean, this is pretty much the thing. You guys liked the phone a lot other than this.
It's aced the test, and you're going to see when the ratings post. It's a very good phone. I mean, high-scoring phone. It has this flaw, but it has one of the sharpest displays we've ever seen on any phone. The best video camera we've seen on the phone. Great battery life, and all these other features that people have reported. It's a great phone. You can see why people want to have one.
And Mike, I'm sorry, we have about 10 seconds left. There's an affordable solution to this, right? What is it?
We found duct tape. Now, it's not elegant, but it works. but cases that could cost about $30 or more also will work, and we're testing a bunch now, but we want Apple to provide them for free.
All right, Mike Geekus of Consumer Reports on the Apple iPhone and some problems they've been having. Mike, thanks so much.